Welcome to English Tutorial YouTube channel. Presented by Dr. Pradeep Kumar Mahata. Hello everyone and welcome to today's English grammar lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn one of the most important foundations of English grammar, parts of speech. If you want to speak English clearly, write grammatically correct sentences, improve your vocabulary, or prepare for exams such as IELTS and TOEFL, understanding parts of speech is essential. So, let's begin. What exactly are parts of speech? Parts of speech are the different categories of words based on the job or function they perform in a sentence. In simple words, every word we use in English plays a particular grammatical role. For example, in the sentence, the boy is reading a book. The word boy is a noun. Is reading is a verb. And the and a are determiners or articles. In this lesson, we will look at 10 important categories: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection, determiner, and article. Let's understand each one with simple examples. First, we have the noun. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. For example, boy, teacher, New York, book, happiness, and love. Look at this sentence. The boy is reading a book. Here, the boy is a noun because it names a person. And book is also a noun because it names a thing. Nouns are extremely important because they often tell us who or what a sentence is about. Next, we have the pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. Pronouns help us avoid repeating the same noun again and again. Common pronouns include I, you, he, she, it, we, they, him, her, and them. For example, Sarah is my sister. She is very kind. In the second sentence, she replaces the noun Sarah. Here is another example. I love him. I and him are pronouns. Now let's move to the verb. A verb shows an action, an event, or a state of being. Examples include run, write, eat, speak, become, is, are, and was. Consider this sentence. He runs every morning. The word runs is a verb because it tells us what he does. In the sentence, she is happy, the verb is shows a state of being. Without verbs, most complete English sentences would not be possible. Now let's talk about the adjective. An adjective is a word that describes or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. Examples include beautiful, tall, happy, intelligent, red, difficult, and interesting. For example, she is a beautiful girl. Here, beautiful describes the noun girl. Another example is, he bought a red car. The word red describes the noun car. Adjectives make our language more specific and descriptive. Next is the adverb. An adverb usually describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It often tells us how, when, where, or to what degree something happens. For example, quickly, slowly, carefully, very, well, here, and often. Look at this sentence. He runs quickly. The word quickly tells us how he runs, so it is an adverb. Here is another example. She speaks very clearly. Very modifies the adverb clearly, while clearly describes how she speaks. Now let's move to the preposition. A preposition shows a relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in a sentence. For example, the book is on the table. The word on shows the relationship between the book and the table. Another example is, she is sitting under the tree. The word under tells us the position of she in relation to the tree. Prepositions are especially important because even a small change in a preposition can change the meaning of a sentence. Next, we have the conjunction. A conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses. Common conjunctions include and, but, or, because, although, and so. For example, I wanted to go out, but it started raining. The word but connects two ideas. Here is another example. I stayed home because I was tired. The word because connects the reason with the main idea. Conjunctions help us create longer and more meaningful sentences. Now let's look at the interjection. An interjection is a word or short expression used to express a strong feeling or emotion. For example, wow, oh, alas, oops, and hooray. For example, wow, that was an amazing performance. Wow expresses surprise or admiration. Another example is, oops, I made a mistake. Oops expresses a reaction to a mistake. Interjections are common in everyday conversation because they allow us to express emotions naturally. Now we come to the determiner. A determiner is a word that comes before a noun to introduce, identify, or limit it. For example, this is my pencil. The word this identifies a particular pencil. In the sentence, these books are expensive, the word these tells us which books we are talking about. Determiners give important information about nouns. Finally, let's discuss articles. Articles are words used before nouns. In English, the three articles are a, an, and the. For example, I saw a dog in the garden. The word a is an article. We use an before a vowel sound, as in an apple or an interesting book. We use the when we are referring to a particular or specific person or thing, as in the book on the table. It is useful to remember that grammatically, articles are a type of determiner. However, for learning and teaching purposes, they are often discussed separately because they have special rules and are extremely important in English. Let's quickly review everything we have learnt. A noun names a person, place, thing, or idea. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. A verb expresses an action or state of being. An adjective describes a noun or pronoun. An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. A preposition shows a relationship between words. A conjunction connects words, phrases, or clauses. An interjection expresses a strong feeling or emotion. A determiner comes before a noun to identify or limit it. And an article is a type of determiner used before a noun, such as a, an, or the. Now let's analyze one complete sentence. The intelligent student carefully placed a new book on the table. The is an article. Intelligent is an adjective because it describes the student. Student is a noun. Carefully is an adverb because it tells us how the student placed the book. Placed is a verb. A is an article. New is an adjective. Book is a noun. On is a preposition. And the is an article. The table contains a noun phrase introduced by the article the. Once you understand parts of speech, English sentences become much easier to understand and construct. So, remember, words have jobs and those jobs are called parts of speech. Understanding these categories will help you improve your grammar, sentence structure, speaking, writing, reading, and overall English communication. If you found this lesson useful, practice by taking any English sentence you see today and identifying the parts of speech. Start with simple sentences and gradually move to more complex ones. Thanks for watching and keep learning, keep practicing, and keep improving your English.